Hey guys, it's Anna with Anna Travels, back with another kind of coffee talk vlog, even though I'm not drinking coffee talk. But anyways, I hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I personally did. We went to Miami. I'm going to try to stitch together a few vlogs. I don't really tend to vlog too much when I'm on like that kind of holiday with family and stuff. But I might have like one video showing off. We went to 3 Cuban restaurants that were Michelin starred or on the Michelin list. I think one was a Gourmand, or I forgot what that other one was. But like and subscribe for that content once I figure out how to edit it, because it was just a bunch of clips and I did shoot a weird intro. It's not weird, it just wasn't what I wanted to shoot. But anyways, I wanted to talk about 2024 goals. So please like and subscribe. Join me for future video. If you're new here, I'm Anna. I'm a travel agent. But I don't really tend to push that much aspect on this channel, but I am a travel agent, and I do travel vlogs. So I'm just going to talk about my goals. The reason why I'm standing in this space is because this is my office in my house, and I just wanted to, and one of the goals of this year is to make this a more functional space for work, and then also my toddler will have the other side of the room. So I'm not a full-time travel agent. I still have my 9 to 5, but one of the goals for 2024 is to push my travel business to the next level. So I actually was able, and I'm grateful for my clients, because I actually didn't really push that much to get too many bookings last year, but I think what it was that got me to the level is that I had such quality bookings. So I wasn't booking hundreds of trips, but I achieved silver status in our agency, and basically that was traveled sales. So my clients in all of 2023 traveled, me personally, was $64,000. So if you're not aware of how a travel agent is paid, we're paid after our client travels. So our travel agency factors in how many traveled sales. So I happened to book all of my clients in 2023. I booked like over $120,000, but a lot of those trips are well, not a lot, but I guess a lot of them, because if I booked 120, or no, I booked 110. And so $50,000 in bookings are for 2024. So my clients last year, I'm making this a little bit complicated, $64,000. That's how much my clients traveled last year. And I made about, I'll be transparent, I made $6,000 in my commissions last year. So roughly about 10%. Some suppliers pay higher, some suppliers pay lower. It is what it is. I'm happy. I am happy with that number, considering how much I was not pushing. Like 2023, it was not a good year for me. There was a lot of shit that happened last year, and I really mentally just was not really super, like, my game wasn't in. But this year my game is, I'm going to push harder. I'm going to try to make gold status. And one thing I'm going to try to do is I have to attract more clients. And not that the office has anything to do with attracting new clients. I don't meet anybody at home unless they're a personal friend. But I want to Twitch more. I want to Twitch. I guess you can multi-stream now on some of these platforms. So I want to do a little bit more YouTube, probably YouTube Live, Twitch, also TikTok. I've been trying to increase my TikTok. And because I actually did like a TikTok like a few months ago, and I actually did have a quote request just from that one TikTok, and from YouTube, I've had YouTube 5 years, and I've only had one person book with me ever on YouTube. But YouTube has been an invaluable tool, and if you are considering being a travel agent, I definitely would suggest starting a YouTube channel. Even if you're not going to make it public like how I do it, I take room tours of every hotel I stay at, even the ones that are like in like West Virginia, or like I take room tours on the 95 corridor, which will be 2 videos that will be coming up on the channel. Because sometimes a client might need suggestions, like, it might not be a sale that I want to do, or, you know, they're not like sure of like where they're going to stop at. But kind of be like, well, I stopped at this hotel, I stopped at this hotel, and I stopped at this hotel along the 95 corridor. So they're driving from like north to Disney World. I have some suggestions. Also, I have booked hotel rooms based on my room tour. So yes, so I might not have like clientele flowing in from YouTube, but I've had helpful sales generated from my YouTube videos. So I'm going to continue that. I'm not great on social media, and it's really because of time. Some days I have time for everything, like today's kind of a slow day. But there are other times where I don't have enough time to devote to it. So I'm going to talk about my solution to that. And my solution is chickens. No, my solution is not chickens, though they are very good for your mental health. They were very helpful for me last year. But anyways, my solution is hiring a video editor. Even though I'm not like huge, like I struggled a little bit with the whole shorts versus longer form content on YouTube. And while I do not like shorts, because like I forgot her name, and I don't really want to put out her name because I don't, like, not that what I'm gonna say is mean or anything, but I had a YouTube, I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel, and I like her. I think she's pretty nice. I like her videos. I watch them sometimes. But I was like, how did she get 100,000 subscribers? And it was because of her shorts. And there's nothing wrong with shorts. But I noticed that no one watches her long form content. She gets about the same amount of views that I do, and I have, you know, less than 1,000. And I know like that is actually one critique of short form content, is that if you're known as like a shorts content creator, then a lot of people won't watch your long format content. But honestly, I think taking advantage of both aspects in my personal situation is good. If I can generate sales from the shorts or the TikTok reels, do they call them reels? Anyways, that is going to be something that I should take advantage of. So I'm going to hire an editor. And it's like, part of me has been, actually, I have been balancing the editor question for a long time, because editing is not my favorite thing to do, but I don't mind it. But the problem is, like, I have not produced that many videos, as you can tell. But I haven't even produced that many on my other channels. I have technically 3 other channels, but I only post on the other 2, really. I have Kaiju Baits, which is related to like Godzilla and Kaiju and nerd stuff. And then I also have my newer channel, Tales of a Feral Housewife, which is about homesteading, about the chicken. So if you want to like check those 2 channels out, feel free to subscribe. And you can watch my chickens. But I haven't been able to post anything to anywhere because especially from October until like Christmas break, I have been so busy with like work, with business, with personal things. I have a toddler, so I didn't realize how crazy your life is when you have a toddler. So if I can just hand over my files to someone that could edit them, and then just, you know, and I could be like, hey, can you do this, that, and that. So I actually went to Fiverr, but if you have any recommendations for editors, please either PM me, email me, you know, or whatever, reach out to me, comment. Definitely looking for recommendations. And so yeah, so I'm on Fiverr. I'm actually talking to a few editors today. I'm just trying to get a feel. I liked 2 of them, but they're thumbnails, because I want the whole package. If I'm gonna spend like $100 on each video, or you know, 50 to $100 on each video, I want everything. And one of them I liked, but his thumbnails are kind of no better than what I do. And then like another person, I like his style. His English is a little kind of hard to grasp. And that's like another aspect, because a lot of them are foreign. But so yeah, a social media editor. So, or not social media, but like video editor, doing shorts and stuff like that. So, but let's talk about the next goal. So my next goal is not so much the channel, it's more personal goals. I've let my fitness and my diet fall on the wayside, and I'm going to talk about one aspect on my other channel, Tales of a Feral Housewife, but it includes my garden that I need to expand. But I am trying to get more fit between stress, pregnancy, and everything else. I've gained a lot of weight, and I'm not really happy with that aspect. So yeah, so I guess that's the third goal. And then lastly, traveling. So I'm a travel agent that hasn't been able to travel in the past year, since February of last year, and I do have a few trips in the works. I am going to Norway in end of February again. I wasn't planning on going back to Norway, but an opportunity arose for us to meet a few of the remaining cast members, that helped film Empire Strikes Back. So this is probably one of their last hurrahs that they're going to get together and do at Finsa. So look forward to those vlogs. And then I'm trying to squeeze at least 2 more Japan trips this year. And then because I really want to get my travel business sustainable enough where I can quit my job. So I'm going to try to do a Korea trip, but I don't think Korea is going to work out. I think if I do April in Japan and I do October in Japan for my husband, because he can't go in April. So basically April is purely just going to be me and a friend if I can get her to come. And then maybe my dad was like, can we go on a cruise for the holidays? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. My job's either going to hate me. So, I don't know. So my business focus, though, is to going to Japan. It's just kind of hard because flights are pricey lately, and it's getting tougher it's not getting tougher to go to Japan. It's just the flights make it, like, I've actually had to destroy a few dreams because people are like, well, I want to go to Japan for a family of 5 for under $10,000. And I'm like, have you seen, the flights alone have been, for us in Dulles, that's the closest international airport, or BWI, they're averaging $1,500 per person. So if you have a family of 5 and your budget is only $10,000, that's most of your budget. So I've had to destroy a few dreams, which is unfortunate, but Japan is not food and stuff like that is inexpensive, but the traveling to Japan is probably the most pricey. But so yeah, and then I'm trying to get into more inclusive. I love Mexico. I know a lot of Americans are scared of Mexico, but I personally love it. And if I can fit it in, I'm gonna fit it in. And then if you notice what I'm saying, you'll probably hear no Disney World. I love Disney. I won't say I like Disney. I love Disney. I love Universal, and I will continue to book those. But my goal for my business, even before COVID, was to become an Asia specialist. And so that was my goal in 2020. I was going to do the Norway trip because we had that planned. And then I was just going to try to go to Korea, Japan, then Thailand, and then Bali. Not in all 2020, but 2020, 2021, and then try to keep that going. And so yeah, then 2020 happened, and we all know what happened with that. So, but my goal still is to be an Asia specialist, and so that includes multiple trips to Japan and Korea, and somehow fit also Thailand still. I think the next Asian country after Korea and Japan will be Thailand, personally. I know Bali tends to be a high. I don't actually get very many Bali requests. I've gotten more Thai requests than Bali, but that was before COVID. So yeah, so that's my goals. And then if I can make a sale here or there off of a cruise or an all-inclusive, I'm about it, especially Mexico. Don't discount Mexico in your trips. It's usually cheaper and awesome, depending. I mean, as long as you don't go, you know, trying to buy drugs off of the cartel, usually you're fine. Or, you know, just be safe anywhere. But I think that's it. I think I've rambled enough. I think I've made the crows angry. They were eating with my chickens. So yeah, I hope you like and subscribe, join for future video, and take care, guys. I hope you guys have a lovely 2024, and let me know what your travel plans are for 2024.